End it with the intention to just face what you've been through and then let it go. Start the new day fresh with abundance, because we have life, we have breath. But we need to talk about something. And I know you've heard it before. Probably on Instagram, probably on a podcast, probably from someone you know, somebody with a ring light, somebody on a panel discussion. Because here is what they always say: we all have the 24 hours. But every time I hear that, I literally have to stop myself. Because no, we don't. We lean on. Some women are literally in a country by themselves, so they don't have anyone. Some women have no village, no backup, no break. Some women have financial breathing room. Some women are choosing between childcare and a bill. And when you tell all of us that we have the same 24 hours, is absolutely insane. So what you're really telling me is circumstances don't matter, just try harder. And that's not awareness. That's literally pressure dressed up as motivation, because it's always supposed to come across as motivational. But for me, that is triggering, because I felt that pressure personally. You know, moving to Jamaica has been really, it's such a beautiful country, a beautiful experience, beautiful people, but it also came with a big transition. You know, I left behind my network, my people, my familiar. You know, I was working there. I had like a rhythm going, you know, and then now I'm a mom. I've had to navigate just starting over, navigate my identity, navigate, you know, putting modeling, pumping the brakes with that, figuring out other things, figuring out, okay, what else is Alicia good at? You know, and figuring out who I am, you know, in this new environment and what my brand can look like. So nobody was handing me extra hours. Nobody had been telling me to slow down. The world just kept moving, you know, and expected me to keep up. So when you're going through this transition, when you're going through whatever you're going through, in those 24 hours that we all have the same, we're all facing and battling different things. So we all have to learn the hard way. And I had to learn the hard way that I need to stop comparing my timeline to somebody else's, because that was so self-destructive. There was so much I could do, but instead I just kept being like, in 24 hours, this person did this. And look at me, I'm here having a meltdown. Or look at me, I've had to start over and I don't have it all figured out. Stop comparing yourself to that timeline. Our lives look so different, because when you start living in that comparison, what it actually does to us is just break us down, distract us, especially when it comes to social media. It's a highlight reel. We all know this, we all say this, you know, but at some point, when it's 11 p.m. and we are scrolling, because at some point we all just feel like we need that escape. You know, you're just scrolling, those pointless scrolling, and you see someone launching a business, someone hitting that goal, someone looking like they have it all figured out together. And suddenly your progress feels small. Suddenly your pace feels wrong. Your 24 hours feels like you didn't accomplish anything. You feel like you're not measuring up to society's pressure of that 24 hours, that 24-hour pressure. But what you didn't see was her support system, her budget, her team. The season of life she's actually in is probably way different from where you're at. You're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's final cut. Let that land. Let that sit. Because we've all been there. We've all done that. We see the finished progress, but we don't see what it took or what it takes for them to get there. Or we don't see the resources they have or didn't have. We don't see the nights that they cried, or we don't see that the push that they had. We're not seeing any of that. We just get to see the final cut, the final edit, the final version. So if you keep comparing yourself, that's never going to be a fair fight if you keep comparing yourself to the final edits. So what do we actually do with this? Because I'm not here just to name the problem. Here's what I've had to practice. One foot in front of the other. Slow and steady, brick by brick. Not 10 steps, not a whole plan, just 1 foot in front of the other. Keep going, keep my head up. Because progress that's sustainable has to be built on your own reality. You have to look around you, work with what you have, not what you think other people have that you're trying to have and sustain to start that goal. Not someone else's capacity, not someone else's resources, not someone else's season as well. Because babes, if we keep doing that, we are just going in reverse. Your 24 hours looks completely different. And that's not an excuse. Don't make them guilt trip you into thinking that's an excuse or a problem. It's just the truth. We're in different seasons. We have different resources. So when you stop fighting against that reality and just start working with it, something actually shifts. Something shifted for me. You know, the resentment starts to get quiet. The comparison actually starts to lose its power. And you actually start to see how much you're doing, what's right in front of you, how much progress you've made. Instead of thinking, I haven't gotten anywhere because Samantha now has launched a business and she's now running ads. But mind you, you have taken 5 steps. You have literally started to build from ground zero, but you are now at level 5. And that is something to be proud of. But when you're comparing yourself to the final edits, you don't get to see your growth. You then don't get to be proud of yourself, to push yourself. Let me be clear about something. If you're a mom and you're doing this with less support, that's not weakness. It's a different kind of strength. And I grew up with a mom that was doing everything by herself. I'm watching her work many jobs. I'm also then in the midst of like having to grow up quickly. But I'm watching a woman that's just, she's going. So if your progress is slower because your plate is fuller, that's not failure. That's the reality. If you've had to pause because something in life required it, that's not giving up. That's wisdom. We've all been there. Sometimes you think, this is your breakthrough, or just the minute there's some progress, something happens and you've had to pause. It is not failure. Sometimes it's redirection, realignment. And it also doesn't mean you're behind. It also doesn't mean, you have to work on someone else's timeline. Work on yours. Sometimes, pausing gives you wisdom and gives you the knowledge on how to move forward. So if you take anything from this episode, let it be that your timeline is valid. Stop measuring your 24 hours against someone else's. It's so crazy. Just let's please put an end to that. Stop it. Start asking yourself, with everything you're carrying, everything on your plate right now, what does realistic progress actually look like for you on your timeline, on what you're working with? Not what she's working with, not what Samantha I don't know why I keep saying Samantha right now. If you're a Samantha and you're listening to this right now, it's not personal. That name just keeps coming to me. Just work on your timeline for you, not for anyone else's. Again, one foot in front of the other, one step at a time. Keep going. And sometimes just remember that 1 foot at a time, it's enough. It has always been enough. We're figuring this out in real time together, always, never on your own. Because I've had to learn this the hard way as well. Work on my own timeline. So when I now go on social media and I see somebody else, their progression, it doesn't affect me in that way. Not anymore. I'm actually happy for them. It actually motivates me. But I'm also aware that now I'm a mom of three boys, a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 5-month-old. So my progress might be much slower because I'm navigating life. And 9 times out of 10, I'm navigating it, without a nanny. I have my mom here. I'm blessed to have my mom. I have my husband. But being a mom is a full plate. Being a wife while trying to navigate things of your own passion, your identity. Sometimes it's slow. Like for example, wanting to start this podcast. It took me a while. Starting a reflection space took me a while. I was starting that with a crying baby, just